Welcome to Legal Keys, unlocking time, revenue, and results. The podcast that connects you with the people, technologies, and trending topics shaping the modern legal landscape. From cutting-edge AI innovations to high-growth marketing strategies and everything in between. Legal Keys is your go-to resource for actionable insights. Brought to you by Faster Outcomes and hosted by Tim Sawyer, two-time Inc. 500 co-founder entrepreneur. We're here to help you navigate the tools and trends driving success in today's legal world.
Well, welcome to Legal Keys. I'm your host, Tim Sawyer, and want to thank you for joining us today. And what an episode we have for you. We continue our journey down in New Orleans with the leadership, top litigators, and plaintiff attorneys with the Mississippi Association for Justice. In this episode, we're going to talk to leadership, and they're going to share the actual use of artificial intelligence in plaintiff law. Pros and cons, we hold nothing back. We appreciate, once again, you taking time, and we hope that you stick with us for this exciting episode.
AI is a great thing, man. It is great. But when it comes to telling the human story, AI can do some amazing graphics and AI can do some amazing things, but AI can't speak to the soul.
How are you now using AI in the firm? What are some of those use cases that make sense for you?
Right. So, definitely within our firm, and particularly with some of our younger lawyers and paralegals, AI use is prevalent across a number of disciplines, whether that's, workflow, marketing. You and I talked yesterday, we use it a lot and extensively with medical records and medical evaluation. AI is not necessarily taking your job, but somebody who knows how to use it will take your job.
Absolutely.
And so I am learning it. I mean, one thing that's really cool to me, I find it too a great information gathering tool. I wouldn't say research because we all have to be very careful. I'm not even going to say the word hallucination. And now I just said it.
Okay.
You keep hearing
I get
judges
it.
talk
I
about
get it.
I don't use it for legal research. I don't do a ton of legal research at this point, but it is really good for just information gathering and creating demonstratives. And I've heard a lot of.
I give you a lot of credit.
And that's how much the internet revolutionized the law practice. What I believe is that AI is going to have a more profound impact, not just on law practice, but on life in general than the internet did. And so think about that.
Yeah.
Think about how the internet revolutionized the way we live, the way we practice law, the way we do our business. I think AI will be more profound than that.
So usually what we use it as a backup, a way to back us up. If there's things that are going on in discovery or maybe some red flags, we'll use AI to go and basically check behind us to make sure that we hadn't missed anything in these medical records, that we hadn't missed anything in the intake phase, or even after depositions are done, that there's nothing that we've missed there either. And of course, during discovery, through interrogatories, requests for production, so on and so forth. Now, again, I'm a young lawyer, still a bit old school. Of course, I like to draft my own discovery questions, and go through the answers. But again, we use our AI as a backup just to make sure we're not missing anything. And it's proven to be really helpful. Obviously, it will generate some things that maybe I didn't think about. Again, I'm not the end all be all, and so it's a really good tool to use to back us up and to help also with some things that maybe we didn't think of, or we were talking about framing the case and coming up with different theories of the case, and also kind of get an idea of what the other side may be thinking and how they're approaching the case. So we can be prepared on our side. Again, kind of like the legislature, you're going to play offense and defense a little bit with cases as well, because you want to obviously get the best outcome for your client. And so we definitely use it as a good backup.
Smart. And what I love about talking with personal injury lawyers, I'll say, hey, I'd love to have you come on the podcast. Love to get to know you a little bit.
talk about AI for a minute, and they'll say, well, I'm not really, I don't use a lot of AI. And then once they start talking, there's 20 use cases.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
They're
That's
really
right.
AI experts, just don't want to
That's
say
right.
it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And I'm not shy about it. Like, so we use it.
You shouldn't be. Should be
yeah.
proud, right?
And then, I mean, because it's something, it's here and we're going to have to use it. And because you don't want to be left behind. I also use it in the state legislature as well.
Yeah, I bet.
Again, all these bills coming through, don't have time to read everything. I have zero problems dropping a bill in AI and saying, hey, give me a brief summary of this or highlight some of I always do a search for immunity clauses and pieces of legislation. That way I can notify it. But again, when you got good people like MAJ that are really backing us up there, it's also very helpful to use some AI to help us out.
Now, is there any legislation proposed or contemplated right now about AI usage?
So
doesn't seem like there's a lot of guys.
there's been a few bills that have come through our technology committee that has tried to address AI. But it's not anything that we were able to really nail down right now. Of course, the state is trying to find a way to regulate it and things, what it can be used for, what it can't be used for, so on and so forth. What was interesting is that they've tried to pass a law to basically restrict AI usage as it relates to campaigning. And using it to make phone calls because of course you can you can use AI to make a call go out sounding like Daryl Porter Jr. saying some things that Daryl Porter Jr. would not say. And so we have addressed some of those issues, or at least we tried to address some of those issues through legislation these last 2 years.
All right. Well, and it's interesting because there's still, like, if you look at state bars, local bars, there's still not a lot of guidance on how to use AI. So I think the operators, the guys like you who are out in the trenches fighting the fight, you've like, hey man, these are tools that are available to me.
That's right.
And people talk about, I often joke, they're like, some of the people are like, I really don't really need to use AI. I'm like, yeah, you could also use a horse to go to your appointments.
That's right.
But I notice you don't.
That's right. That's exactly right. You got to keep up with the times, which is why I can appreciate with MAJ have guys like you and these other vendors around us that really help keep us up to speed. And so it's ours for the taking, right? Yeah. And so, me and my other associate that's here, Anastasia, we're all in. Now she's way more tech savvy than I am, as well as my paralegal Ashley. And so they like to keep up and they make me aware of things that I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that.
That's great.
Thanks. And it's also it proves to be very helpful.
It's not replacing anybody anytime soon, but it will amplify.
It will.
A good lawyer becomes a better lawyer.
I agree.
With AI.
As a consultant, I do come in and look at what's best for you. Of course, I have you guys in my toolbox and some other people in my toolbox that I've done a lot of talking to.
Yeah.
I've demoed the products. I have a lot of demos in my library so that you don't have to go directly to a salesperson. Yeah. We can actually discuss what it is that would work for you, because I don't want to sell you a Ferrari if you've got 6 kids to get to soccer practice. All right, it would be beautiful and amazing, but completely useless to you.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that we're going in lockstep. And the same thing with other things that we look at in your firm: branding, marketing, staffing, even real estate. We look at, should I expand? Should I contract? What are we looking at? The entire holistic part of the firm before you go out and jump in and buy tools that you may or may not use.
AI software is getting better and better every day.
Yeah.
But I think that the next thing that, companies are, some of which are struggling with, is the training part. How do you train people to use the AI so that it works to the advantage of whoever is using it, right? Because garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, you've got to be able to train somebody appropriately on the software or the platform or whatever it is they're using. Otherwise, I mean, all you're doing is spinning wheels, wasting time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you see a lot of large companies nowadays who are trying to put in AI models, into their big corporations and whatnot, and they're getting frustrated because they're spending all this money, and they don't know what they're getting.
No.
And there's the training may not be there yet,
right?
And so their goal of creating this, and it's the same thing in a law firm, creating this efficient, effective process, maybe falling flat on its face because they just haven't done it,
right?
And so I think that's something that everybody continues to struggle with, but the AI components themselves are getting better and better and better.
Right.
Different aspects of it. I think it's going to dramatically increase the efficiency of the practice of law.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to eliminate the practice of law at all. And I think the guys that adapt and learn how to use it are going to really reap some benefits out of it. And so are their clients.
Yeah.
You know, the end of the day, the personal injury guys that are doing what we do are doing it because someone has got a crisis in their life and needs an advocate they can trust. And so that's not going to be replaced. But the AI is going to give us the ability to be more efficient, to communicate better, more clarity. And the people who do that are really going to thrive, I think.
Yeah. And it's good to see that you guys are forward looking with that. I say we try to give lawyers back two things, right? More time, number one, right? And in that time, and obviously more profit. But on the time side, and I say, and for those lawyers who are saving more time, a couple different things they can do with it. One, they can go chase more cases and get more money. So time and more money, or get home a little early and help put the kids to bed.
Yes. And that's
both are noble.
They are.
Both are noble. And so if someone can get a little bit of balance, and that's the other thing is like, if you can get some balance back in your life, because, you know, people talk about lawyers, they carry this badge of the responsibility, right? And they feel that they need to, they're not stressed out.
That's overrated. Trust me, being stressed out, practicing law is overrated.